Good morning everybody, it's Denise here, Denise Junkjournals UK. Just stretching there to see if I'd turned the camera on because I couldn't see, it was obscured. So it's Monday morning, I hope you're all well. Yeah, I'm doing good, thank you. I'm all right. It's chiropractor tomorrow for me, so hopefully I'll be even better tomorrow, but it's Monday, so it's Masterboard Monday. So I'm going to use up some of my very tiny scraps today, and I'm going to make a masterboard as well that can be used with the Alice Down the Rabbit Hole kit. I've just been sat here having my morning cup of coffee and admiring the Alice journal cover. I have put the signature pages in it, but they're not sewn in yet. We're going to do that together, and I've not stuck that down yet, or all sorts of things. But yeah, we're going to be working on that soon. So I want to make some masterboards to use in that lovely grungy journal. So I've been sat here inking. So let's just go through the things that I've been inking. Right, I brought a handful of bits and pieces from the Alice kits in plural, just to put on as embellishments. And then out of my scraps box, because it's all about getting through the scraps really for me, this masterboard. Now masterboards don't have to be, you can actually cut up you know, specific pieces of artwork or digitals or papers that you particularly want to make a masterboard for. For me at the moment, the masterboards I'm making are to use up my scraps. Now if you're with me regular, you'll know that these are the scraps that I really struggle to throw away. You know, normal mortals would part with the majority of these, maybe not all of them, but most of those would have been in the bin a long time ago, and I'm collecting them. We're getting a little bit bigger, look, but not using them as much as I'm collecting them. Yeah, we're getting bigger now, so that's not so bad, not too bad, is it? But it's my mission today to use all these little, I mean, I'm sure there's loads more lurking in my box, but you know, I brought out the top ones, all these little tiny bits, and get them used up. So I'm going to, obviously I'm not going to do little tiny mosaic masterboards, well not obviously, but I'm not, it doesn't take me forever. I'm not going to collage in pieces that tiny. I'm going to collage the masterboard, and then I'm going to stick some of these bits, dob them around until I've got rid of them. I mean, the bigger ones, those might be used to fill in gaps, but these little tiny ones are going on regardless. So having said that, I also went through the Alice scraps, because I don't, when I'm working on a project, I don't put the scraps from that project in with my scraps. I keep them with the project until I'm done, that, you know, for obvious reasons there. So and again, I pulled out little bits that a lot of people wouldn't even have kept, that would have gone. So this is just from working on Alice. So you can see these would have ended up probably in my scrap box. So those little tiny ones, the same thing. I might use an odd one or two to fill a gap, but the rest I'm actually going to stick on. So I'm going to put them together with those. So I'm going to stick them on top of the masterboard to use them up. So then I have other Alice scraps out of the scrap box that I have just inked round ready. So those were the more square ones, these were the more, you know, long cut off ones. So these are from making ephemera. One or two from book pages, but you know, making book pages, mostly from ephemera. So that's all Alice kit papers, or a few book pages. And then here I have a couple of digitals. Right, this is out of my, some out of my scrap box. So these are bigger pieces out of my scrap box that I want to use today. And a couple of, that's about my scrap box as well. I'll be with you in a minute. A couple of digitals that I have cut up because I want to put some bigger pieces down. These are from Nanine at Collage Type. I think they're from, I'm pretty sure they're from one of the planner kits. The one with butterflies, was it April? I can't remember now anyway. So, but it's got that beautiful Harlequin background, and it was spare pages that I had. So yeah, I've just cut them up into random sizes, squares, and inked them, so they will make a nice base, you know, for some of those little, along with those, some of those little bits to go Oh, I've already looked at that. I'm thinking, crikey, another pile of Alice. Have I already looked at these? Yeah, I think I have. So they're my Alice scraps. They're the big ones. So they're all big-ish, if you like, to go down initially. I've also brought, in the spirit of using up scraps, a mushroom that's been sitting around on my desk since I pulled it out for something and didn't use it. So it's cut from a book. And 2 pieces, or rather it was 1 piece, but I cut it in half, of a page edge strip kind of decoration from using scraps up a long time ago, and that's Edith, but I just thought the colours would go. So, you know, if I can get those 3 things on as well, I'm really moving those scraps along. So I brought this washi with the gold. I'm loving this at the moment. It's gold and it's kind of see-through, so it looks like filigree, if you like, when it's on the page. I'm sure you've seen me use it time and time again. I just thought an odd little hit of gold here and there. And then I've got this really dark brown. I don't know how much is on it, but I'd like to use it up. Sort of wood effect washi. I don't think there's a lot left on it, to be honest. But yeah, we'll use a few pieces of that as well. I've also got a couple of stamps if I get round to that, I don't know. So a nice swirly pattern, swirly floral, and some script, but we'll see. So shall we start? Instead of, I've left my scruffy green mat on, because I do get quite glooped up, don't I, when I'm doing the collaging. Right, so I brought some 12 by 12 size sheets to collage onto. So that one is just a book page. We seem very low. It's not just a book page, it's a book cover from a 12 by 12 sheet. So yeah, it's a little bit shiny, but I think I'll collage on that side because that back is, I'm just going to hang this wire up. Sorry if it's rattling. That back's not a bad colour actually. And then one of these from the pad that I showed you that I got last week, because I won't have to back it. So I'm wanting to make some some pieces for the Alice kit. I think I'll start with, oh, what do I want on the back? I'll have that on the back because it's more the colour. So we'll go with the white. Oh, wait, excuse me a minute, I'm just moving you up. It does keep falling down, that. I think that might be a better view for you. Yeah, we'll collage onto the white. So let's get going, Denise. I've got a lot of pages somewhere that what did I do with those here? Blue book pages that I used yesterday. I just glued on them once and folded them over, and I've got a whole pile of them, so you maybe can't see to that side, I don't know. Might be a bit better nearer me anyway, but I want you to see, I said last time, didn't I, that I'd make sure you could see what I was doing, so I need to bear that in mind. Okay, let's go. Let's chat less, because I'm nearly out of breath. I must have been chatting a lot. So let's put some of these big pieces down to start with. That's a really big one actually, isn't it? Should put it down because in the spirit of getting on with things. Whoops, that seems to be my phrase today, in the spirit of. I'll try not to keep doing that. I know when I was teaching, if you when you talk a lot like now, you do tend to pick a phrase up and repeat it over and over again, and I'm just looking for a cloth. Children, school children, do like to tell you and sometimes mimic you. So that, I think, you know, if I say something regular and then I mention it to you, it's because I'm always aware that if you wasn't careful, you'd end up getting mocked for a while. Now, mostly I could take it as long as I was all right, but you know, it could get on your nerves if you weren't in a good mood, if you were tired or, you know, stressed or under the cosh, which as teachers, I know there'll be a lot of you out there that are. You often are, and you try to minimise the stress in advance as much as you can from the kids. They're only being kids, I know. Right, binning out. Have we got a system? We're in danger of having a system going here. I do feel, I think I've said it to you before, I do feel like I'm getting more and more organised every day. I don't know. That might be pride before a fall as well, but yeah, I do feel ever so slightly like I'm more in control of things. I'm a long way from organised, but you know, as regards my space and my organisation, yeah, I'm not done. I just feel like I'm actually en route now. Right, where are all those little strips? Because that would be a good place to put one of those. Now let's put them here, because I'm not sure you can actually see up there. I should just grab, shouldn't I? Just grab something plainish. Yep, that will do. Just a piece of plain coffee dyed, that. Yeah, I'm going to feel awful refreshed when I've got a lot of these scraps done as well. So I'm going to, as I have been doing all this time, must not be any glue on that bit. I'm going to do 2 with you, and then while it's drying I'll do another one, a third. So I think that will use up a lot of my scraps. Just soaking the glue up that. Yeah, and then I think my scraps, dare I say it quietly, I think my scraps might be under control a bit then. I am going to put those there because they're in my way now. Right, let's have some more big pieces. Big piece of music. So I used that one, yes. Yeah, so I might not be doing for a little while. I can't say for sure, may, but I might not be doing Monday masterboards. We'll see. Now I know Tanya at Tatty Treasures just started doing them, so she may carry on. I don't know. And you know, I might anyway if I suddenly have a lot of scraps. But I'm using my Alice scraps up, you know, now kind of as I. What do I want on there? What do I want? Yeah, as I create them, as it were. So after that project I shouldn't have too many now. I've got one other project coming up, starting on the 4th of July, Independence Day for you American folk. And that might create some scraps, so we'll see. But after that I've got, I mean I might do some things in between, but after that I've got the Christmas project, and I won't be using scraps from that because it is just a one-off Christmas for now. until we get to October, and then we'll start in earnest with the Christmas journaling. I won't talk about it anymore now. For those of you that are like, oh shush. I don't know what it is about collage. I'm loving just looking at that with nothing else on it. I'm trying to, every time I look at it, I try to analyse what is it that's so yummy, really, for me, about looking at a collage piece. Is it all the beautiful papers? Oh, you fit just nice. That was can you see down there? That was meant to be. Is it it could be something to do with the intersecting lines and the inking, you know, because I have done one or two without the inking and I just don't like it as much. Now I can go over there, there's ever such a tiny gap there, but I'm going to go on top with some of those bits, so that might help me not use so many big bits up, get through some scrappy ones. I don't know, it's probably a combination, back to what I was talking about, it's probably a combination of the two, you know, the pretty papers and the lines. But yeah, I do like to see like the patchwork effect. I think that's what it is, it's the patchwork effect that I like. If you know why you like the look of collage, what is it that appeals to you? I'd really love to know. I'm very interested to know. I know I overanalyze things too much sometimes, but I like to think. I'm a thinker. Let's have another bit of this down here then. Oh. Yeah, since I've been organising this, you know, organising my scraps and inking them, I've been doing it a good while now before I sit and collage. Yeah, I've enjoyed it even more because you can just get on with it. And I only started doing that because I was filming, so that I wasn't spending forever umming and ahhing and picking bits of paper out and putting them back in my box, and you know, then having to ink them. And so I kind of did it just to speed things along initially on film, but I think I will always collage like this now because it's yeah, it's made the process even more enjoyable for me. I mean, how quick when you gather, you know, things like tones or patterns or whatever together, you know, things that go together, and ink them ready. It's just a really enjoyable process. I like to watch other people as well, but if they do a lot of that, you know, dipping in, auditioning it, do I like it, don't I like it, try another piece. If they do too much of that, I do just, sorry, put them on fast forward because I just love to watch the actual process. See, I'm loving that little corner then and loath to cover it over. So this is where I do start with the umming and ahhing. But I'm going to get some of these little bits coming forward now. So maybe a little piece will help me deal with losing that. Oh, fluttery bit on my leg. No, it hasn't. Let's try some more. You know what I did? I talked about it, didn't I? About how easy it was and how I like that. That's a stamp that's been, a digital stamp that's been coffee dyed. What about some browns? Yeah, let's try some browns. And a little bit of, did I have some tiny pieces of, oh, stick into that book page. Oh, there's a piece. Right, there we go. Let's use these. So, well, that's got a rather lovely piece on it, hasn't it? Oh, I haven't turned my phone off. So let's have, you're going to have to be covered up anyway, aren't you? So let's just cover it. Let's just cover it. She got there in the end. Wasn't that funny? As soon as I said it, that one piece, I could not. What did I say, over? Yeah, let's go over. So I have covered that gap now. Yeah, I just wanted something. It just looked so nice so far. Spent too long admiring it, didn't I? That I suddenly didn't want to, is that the right way? Suddenly didn't want to spoil the look of it. Aha! You might just be the piece. You are. But I suppose I recall saying this before, it's the last piece or two, isn't it? It's like a jigsaw puzzle. Always the hardest bits. Where did I want it? Can't remember. That way. It's just that it's got a corner and a straight edge, which I profess to not mind, but obviously I do, because that one, I think. Have I glued on that? Yes. So that's number one done. How long did that take? Although I did have a long time explaining to you, didn't I? Can't really see. 19 minutes in, yeah, I probably chatted for a good, what would you think, 5, 6? Gosh, 19 minutes, I don't feel like I've been sat here that long. Let's see how quick this one happens. Right, we're going on this side. Let's get some big bits down again, which is the easy. Are these the big bits? Yeah, okay. I've gone through my my glue pile now, so in a couple of minutes time I will have to get some more out there, just under my table here, as you know. Oh, lent in it. I think I'm going to get a dry cloth. I have got quite a bit of glue on that one already. Let's put it in the bin. And I'm going to do my 4 corners this time. I don't know if you can see me gluing. I'm making a mess of my glue just for a change. Digging big lumps out of it. Yeah, so I'm going to have a piece of this digital in for all 4 corners, and then it's there's a lot on there, but it's well spread out. Now I'm thinking, I don't know until I cut it up, until I make the continue with the journal, what I want to make out of these. I will cut one up with you like I always do, and I'm thinking I'll make some like index cards with tabs, some lovely black stitching on them. I'm guessing you'll know, because like I said last time, I don't think I want the same in that corner actually. It's a bit too yeah, you've probably seen a picture of it on the front of the video, which I don't do until the end of the video, so you'll know more than me at this moment in my time what they're going to be. Yeah, and I'm going to put a couple of these in the middle as well, so it's nice to ring the changes about how you do it. I often do the corners and then work across from one point, so which I find the easiest. Oh, I didn't put any little bits on that other one, was you telling me? They're all big pieces and I've just stopped. Right, I'll come back and do it. Let's get some book page down. Although, no, it's not going to. I was just wondering if that was going to show through. Right, I'm out of those papers. That was good. Let me just rip a few. Oh, my fingers are sticky. That didn't take long, did it? Okay. Yeah, they are sticky. This has got the griffin and the mock turtle on it. Oops. Sorry about the banging. Are you dry or don't know? It's just, I suppose it's very sticky, very slidey. That's better. Slidey paper, that cover. That book page was resisting. Right, let's get some of these longer strips down then. What have we got? That's not... oh, that one. Let's get these down somewhere. It's... with the patchwork, is that giving you a headache? Because it's got patchwork already, hasn't it? Let's get this one down quick. It's got patchwork already on that cover and I'm adding to it. It's very hard on the eyes because they're not matching, are they? Let's go there. No, let's not. Let's go there. Oh, can you see here? Oh, see, I stuck to it. Where's the bits that I chose here? Let's see where it's going to go before I glue it. This one, that might... yep, that might speed things up a bit. It's hard to decide when it's got glue on it because it grabs if you get it too near. We're going there. I don't know, but that's where it is now. Have another piece of this Edith. Let's have that one. That's nice. I went to the other side, but it's got, may well be covered over, but just in case a bit peeps through, it's got a piece of her lovely writing on the bottom of it. Where did I say? Up there. Yeah, so some index cards stitched in black with some like tabs on the top. Will they'll paperclip, I'm thinking, to the pages of the of the journal if they won't go in any of the pockets. Even I can't see where I need something. It's so, yeah. I've still got a piece over here. Would you go better? And put that one down anyway, because it's one that I pulled out. Maybe come over this side with a strip then. Let me double check that you can still see. I think you can. What am I going to be doing today? I don't know if it's the sunshine or what it is, but I feel like doing a little bit of housework now. I've got to be careful, as you know, not to overdo it, read my back, but really when the mood strikes you, you should do it, shouldn't you? Because it doesn't always. I am a bit all or nothing. I either want to clean the house from top to bottom or not do a thing. Now, I definitely am not going to clean from top to bottom, and I couldn't anyway. For those of you that know, we've not been in the house. I've been in a few months now, but yeah, it's a long it's a long way from being how we live. It's getting better every day, little by little, but yeah, there's no way I could clean it from top to bottom because... Right, let's go with some of these. Let's ring the changes. There's another one of my sayings, ring the changes. Well, they're not my sayings, they're things I say regular. That's quite nice. What's that from? Oh, I think that's from, yeah, Lavender Blue Art. The Blushing Rose digital that I've just done an envelope folio with. That's gone off today to its new home. Oh, there are currently no journals for sale in my Etsy, which is nice in one respect, but I do like to have one there for anyone who just happens to come across the channel and have a look. Now I have... Still in camera, yeah. While I've been tidying my room, I have come across a couple that I don't know why I haven't listed. I'm going to have a look through them and see if there's an issue. I don't think there is. I probably just didn't get around to it. So yeah, I will. What you're seeing this Monday, so yeah, maybe Monday, maybe Tuesday. I will get them photographed and up on Etsy, I think. Because that would be two things out of the way. You know, even if they're just on Etsy and don't sell, they're out of the way because they're in the Etsy box then. You didn't know I had an Etsy box, did you? Just so that I can find things quickly when people order them. And yeah, the Etsy shop is it's doing a bit of trade recently, which is very nice. It's the box is constantly emptying and filling, which is good because it means things I'm making are moving along the line. Well, I'm getting ready for a cup of tea, and I have to say, oh, maybe I didn't finish it. Yes, I was going to say I had one just before I came in here, but I remember now I brought it with me. It's behind me. I'm not going to turn around and get it because I'll pull my microphone, and I've nearly done this piece. All I've got to do then is stick some little bits on. In fact, I might stop, finish my tea, now I've remembered it's there, and then start the film again and stick the bits on. That might be a good idea because I am quite dry. That's another little bit of that digital. Let's use it because I think that's the last piece. It's hard to tell. So yeah, I'll just have a quick cup of my tea. You won't even know I've gone. A cup of my tea. I'll have a quick sip of my cup of tea. Or a gulp. And then we'll stick some little bits on it. Okay, I quickly did the third one while I was having my cuppa. It was a bit cool, but it was still enjoyable because I was thirsty and dry. So just wipe my hands on a wet one. So yeah, I've used as you can see, there's a lot more smaller pieces on here. I've used all the big bits up, so I'm left with, from the big and the medium pieces, that's all I'm left with. So I don't know, they may go back into the scrap box. Depends what I've got left from these little bits as well. I might just dig out off camera, because I won't have time, but I might just dig out a coffee dyed envelope and stick them onto it. I often do that with scrap projects at the end of the masterboards. Okay, so what did I do with the other two? I put them on the floor behind me. So let's put some, they're not dry yet, they're not ready for cutting up, but let's put some bits on them. Some of these little tiddly bits. Right, that's a lighter one. Isn't it funny how they look completely different once you've had them out of your sight and bring them back again? Right, let's have a look then. I'd like one of these on here and one of these coffee dyed stamps. Alright, I've got a big expanse here, so let's have something from Alice. He's a big chap, isn't he? Can you see all these bits? So let's have him there. I wonder if to have that stitching on an edge, maybe the bottom corner there. Yeah. And we've got a lot of something going on here that wants breaking up a little bit, so you know, with a different shape. I'm wondering about the coffee cup over onto there. That's quite nice. Yeah, don't spend too long. So because we've got a bluish theme going on, we have that there as well, because it is a big expanse, that, isn't it? Let's have this little key somewhere on that white bit. Can you see right down there? Oh, let's use some scrappy bits. I forgot what we were doing then, so I've kind of gone in this direction, haven't I? There's another piece of blue. Who have you up there on that? Piece of the text from the book. Oh, it's a bit of a picture in text. Again, we've got really big pieces over there. Yeah, I'll have that over there. I like this. I don't want to cover it up, but I think it might want something down there. I've got more blue. Is that too much? I think it is a little bit. Let's have a quick look. What's this strip here? Oh, you're an interesting strip. You're not from that kit. There. There. Little piece of ledger. And I still want something here, I think, and then I'm ready to stick these bits on. Oh, we've got a key. Oh, we've got a key. No, I want something really small in there, I think. Oh, shall I have a clock in that? The clock always looks nice on the grid, doesn't it? Which way up are we? Yeah, that way up. There. Right, let's stick those down. Now all I've got to do is remember where I've got them. Right, I can remember him, so he can go on first. Yeah, he needs to be in the top corner because I don't really want to chop him in half. I mean, his top half would look all right on something, wouldn't it? But it's just his legs dangling. So he's going to decide how big the piece is up there. So that's going to be quite a big piece, isn't it? Okay, so yeah, when I come back on, all we're going to do is cut them up into sizes, and then I'll have to stop and stitch them anyway. So cut them up and maybe put some tags on, so we won't be... What am I doing? I'm looking for more things to stick down. We won't be too long on the second bit of the video because I'm well over halfway with this. But I think this is the bit that you all enjoy seeing. It's kind of the embellishing, isn't it? A lot of you say to me that it's a nice relaxing watch, so hope that's the case again today. I stopped and opened a window while I was having my drink, and noticed how dusty the windowsills are in here from, well, I'm going to say from having the windows open in the road. It's probably from all the, was that there? I think it was. All the crafting that goes off, all the paper cutting too. But so yeah, I was saying to you, I'm in the mood for some housework, so I've decided that's what I'll do. I'll go right round the house, because I've had all the windows open all over in this heat, and wash the windowsills, because it's like a good height, isn't it? It's not a bad height to be working at when you've got a poorly back. It's manageable. I'll feel like I've achieved something, and I'm sure it will be noticeable, because I sure can notice the dust on them. Where were we? Were we further over? I'm thinking that's still quite a big empty piece. I might have something up there. Let's look here. Yes, let's stick this down then. Oh, I suppose I could stamp, couldn't I? Right, are we going to trust you to glue stick? I think we will. I think there's enough paper to grab it if the cotton doesn't. Where's my rubbing cloth? I can always go back in, because that is resisting a little bit with some glue when we've cut it up. Oops. There's bound to be something I've missed when I pick it up. It will flutter to the floor. Love that teacup, it's one of my favourites. Where were we? Where were you? I don't know now. There will do. Oops. Key. Well, how many pieces a little bits did I use on that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Right, let's have, what about this nice blue scrap? Yes, perfect. That's been in the scrap box quite a while. That's lovely. But we'll have it a bit lower down like that, so it doesn't get chopped off. And do we want, yeah, we've got scraps, so we might as well put something there, hadn't we? Got another little piece of that. Let's put, shall we put like a little collage-y? Yes, is that upside down? Yeah. A collage on a collage. So that about there, and then this on top. Yep, like that. That's better. Any more spots that we think? No, I think that's okay. You can overdo it. You can overdo things, Denise, you know. Okay, what shall we have on here? Let's get lots of these little scrappy bits on. Right, so that's a nice shape, isn't it? Be nice intersecting something. Yes, there. So it might be now just about choosing the pieces and then deciding where they're going. Yep, like that. There's quite a lot of text on this one, isn't there? There's a nice piece. Where shall we put you? In the corner there. I'm nearly out of glue paper again. I don't have to go through the glue as well, I have to say, when I'm collaging. And I was thinking while I was drinking my tea that I didn't put the purple glue down this time, did I, like I normally do? So we'll see how that goes. There's a lot of that. What can we put on there? Yep. This is definitely a piece that I was thinking, why am I keeping that? What am I ever going to do with that? And yet I still could not bring myself to put it in the bin because it's beautiful, isn't it? And there you go. That's what I'm doing with it. That one's been kicking around a while. Yeah, that'll go nice there. Could you see? Yeah. We could do with a 12 by 12 camera frame, couldn't we, when we're working on these? Oops, it's hanging off, but that's okay. It'll get sorted when it's trimmed. I do like the corners, but there's a lot of them going on. I can maybe cover a few there, just to not make it quite so bedazzling to your eyes. Yeah. Yes, that's better. Nice layering though, layer upon layer upon layer. I'm thinking I want something down here. Now we've got some. Dare I cut that down a bit? Right, Denise, if you do, put the bit you cut off in the bin. Right, I shouldn't dig it out again because it's full of glue paper. So hopefully that bit that I've put in the bin will stay in the bin. Yep, don't think about it anymore, just glue it, put it down. So what did I get on the other one? About 11 or 12 pieces, didn't I? Not that it's a competition. Right, let's have something in that corner. I've got another teacup. Yep. Yep, glue paper's gone. Let's just get a couple more pieces on the go. That should do us now. Oops. So a teacup, oh, it's got a very white piece in the handle. No, it hasn't. Not very white anyway. Right, I'm wondering if the watch can be layered on the... Yes, I think I will. There's a bit of collaging. And I like this word Alice, which I think might go nice on there. It does. Oops. Got the wet one and the dry one together. Could you see that? The sun is shining so much on my phone now that I can't see what you can see and what you can't. Let me just stand up and see if I can get a better view. I think you just about saw. Oops, I'm losing all my little bits now. Right, I have this piece of writing on. I said there was a lot of writing, didn't I? But it's white and I quite like the contrast, so let's put it on. There. Okay. I've put quite a few bits on now, haven't I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 on there as well. Is there anywhere else? Maybe something in there. What about a key hanging down? No, looks a bit lost. I've got this circle. No. A number 3. It wants to be attached to something. Any more scraps that want using? Yes, that. I'm sorry you didn't get much of a look there, but you'll see it in a minute when I've put it down. It's another one of those scraps that was like, why, oh why? And what are you ever going to do with it? All I'm doing now is vindicating myself for all the bits that I save, meaning I'll keep doing it. But what would I have put on here? It would have just have been more. Yep. you know, elements from the kit, wouldn't it, rather than my scrappy bits. There's a lovely luscious bit of, yeah, what sort of paper is that? It's what did I say there? Can't remember now. What is that? It's ledger paper, that's what it is. Right, I think I need to stop now. Yeah, because I might be putting some printing on, so we definitely want to get that and that on here. Now I've put that big butterfly on because there was lots of patchwork there. I put that tape measure on while I was drinking my tea. I definitely want a piece of this. I'm wondering if to do the same there. Yeah, this is the last one, so it's got a lot of yeah, it might have you there. It's got a lot of joins on it because there was smaller pieces left. Right, mushroom, you need to stand out on something. Maybe there. Yeah. Tur. There's tur from the butterfly. Shall I have that key over that? I think I might. Right, come on, gather in. Whoop. Over the papers. A drink me. Those were the big bits that were left, weren't they? So I've only got this. I don't know if you can see there. I think you can. Yeah, we're not doing bad. Let's get drink me on here. I don't want to put any of these little elements back in the box that I've got out. Yep, drink me. So what we're going to do with this chap, I think I might put him in the top corner again. Yeah. Oh, I'm sticking them down as I go this time. Oh, some I have, some I haven't. Perhaps I should. Yeah, he might be a tag in there. No. Or the key. Let's stick the key down. Oops. Just kind of laying across there. I think these stamps are from a Shabby Dabby Doodah digital. I think. If my memory serves me, where did I have it? I don't know, but I'm thinking I'd like it there. I know I didn't have it there. But that's where I'd like it, which means there's room up there for something now. How about a circle to break things up? Doing a lot down there, aren't I? Let's have it up there. And then maybe something coming off it. Excuse me. Right in the microphone. I haven't stuck that down. Is its edge defining a bit more? It's a bit pale, isn't it? Oh, turn two over. Oh, I'm sticking to everything again. Gonna have to stop and wipe my hands. We've been a while, haven't we? Can't see the time now. The sun is properly on it. And this one. Yeah, I think I've very nearly used a whole glue stick. Not quite, but nearly. On these three boards. Yeah, I'm thinking there as well. What about this very delicate rosy flower? How am I going to glue that carefully? Oh. Oh. Right, that's a message from my hubby. Ew, only half read it. It looked like a big message though, so there's something to tell me. I'll have a look in a minute when I turn this off. I really must learn to turn my phone off. I'm using it as the timer, you see. Not that it's on, it's just ready to press start and I haven't. Of course. Well, there's a nice piece. And there's a nice piece. This is out the scrap box, so I'd like to get that piece on. Put it on then, Denise. That's what I say. Where was I there? Yeah, I'm covering lots of those joints up now, aren't I? You know when I was asking you, is it the joints that I like? Maybe I just have too many. That is pretty full on, isn't it? I'm going to stick that just there. It is a biggish expanse. Now, it's nice to have a biggish expanse, I think, on this one. Just to give your eyes a rest. Maybe something coming out of there. Yeah. That's the other piece of that. The one where I thought I'll never use that. You're just keeping that for... Any more? Yeah, I'm not sure I like all those layers there. They're not quite... That's better, isn't it? Yeah. They were a bit too much even for me. Bit too fiddly, fussy. And when they're cut down, they'd look even worse. So, yeah, that's it. That's definitely better. I know it's added another layer, but it's got rid of some of the joints. Okay, yeah, I'm liking that. So of all those tiddly little bits, I've only got those. So I've got those little bits, a key. I hope you can see here, can you? Yeah, and those 4 or 5 pieces here. So I think I will stick those on an envelope. They should just about cover an envelope. And then we've got rid of all that I had on my desk. Okay, we'll be back cutting it up in a millisecond. Okay, am I filming? I think I am. No. Can't see. Yes, I'm filming. Oh, crikey. So, yes, I didn't realise how long I'd been doing that collage. So I have cut them up backwards. I haven't looked at them. What I went on to do before I looked at how long I'd been, I went on to put the scraps on this envelope. I did film it, but you know, that took 15 minutes and I'm at an hour anyway, so I'll put that bit into another video, so you will get to see it. Use those scraps up, but not today. So yeah, I cut all 3 up. One of them I've nearly finished, looked at and trimmed and sewed, but these 2 I haven't, and I didn't turn them over and look, so let's have a look at them. You can see the 2 different boards that they're on. So they will want trimming round on the small trimmer to make them square now, and that big trimmer's not brilliant at cutting them. So yeah, so I cut all 3 into the same sizes, so they're all what are they, 6 by 4, 8, 12. They should be 6 by 4 inches. Should we look at them all at once, or yeah, I think I've got these upside down. Yeah, so individually they're all nice journal cards or pockets or what is it I've made with them, file folders. So not file folders, index cards. Or I cut him that way, but he will turn that way. I think there was another one there like that. Oh, a few of these go that way. I think I did half and half if I remember rightly. Yeah, so I just checked where he was. I didn't look on the other one actually. I've put him on twice, haven't I? I didn't look on the other one. Did he see him anywhere? Maybe he was on the one I've cut up and done. Can you see down here? You can't, can you? That one will go either way actually. Yeah, they look completely different when they're inked, and you'll see in a minute, and stitched around and everything. But yeah, really pleased with those. Now I've got 6, 12, 18. I never will use 18 of them, so some of them will definitely be going in the Etsy. How nice is that? Just with the tab, look, and it's just a plain tab. I've gone around it with black ink and just a fancy stitch, and on a couple of them I've put something on the back. So I put a little bit of that washi and just some digital that can be written on. Yeah, and that's what I'm calling an index card because it's got that tab on it. I did some with the tab going that way. So that's quite bold zigzag on there, but I thought, there he is, look, he's on this one, so I haven't chopped him. He's lost his feet somewhere. You know, we could have a label or something, you know, more on there. So again, I've just put some coffee dyed on the back and the word notes. They're the only two that I backed. I just wanted to get back on to show you something to move on. So this one, I haven't backed any more of these. They have got the wood, so they'll be fine in wood, or they can have backing paper on them, you know, for writing on. Again, that one, you know, it's nice plain-ish one. Who'd have thought something plain would have come out of that? So it could have further embellishment or not, as you see fit. Love this butterfly and mushroom. Yeah, again, plain on the back, and I've messed about with the stitches. So each one is different, I believe. Another tab on the side. So we've got 3 on the right and 2 on the edge here, and I've just done some really winky wonky stitching on there, on that one. That's got the drink me in it. So those two are really obviously Alice, aren't they? That one is, I guess, because it's got the book on it, but not necessarily. But the others could go with anything. And again, a bit of a mixture in the stitching. A tab on the top. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed what you saw with me. I obviously took a long time with the actual collage and gossiping, but give me a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it. Like I say, I won't be doing any more Monday masterboards from now on for a little while, unless of course I get a massive outcry saying no, no, you can't stop, bring them back, in which case I will endeavour to do some more, but otherwise yeah, we'll ring the changes with something different. So yeah, give me a thumbs up, chat to me in the comments, and pop back tomorrow and you will see some of these hopefully going into this lovely journal when we sew the signatures in. Yeah, looking forward to it, can't wait. See you tomorrow, guys. Have a lovely day. Bye bye.